Welcome to Debrief. I'm your host, Jacki Jing, and SI 2021 groups all wrapped up nicely. Let's take a look at some of the best storylines to come out of Group A and B. Let's start with the kings of Group A. After finishing 9th in EUL last stage, Empire opened things up by going straight for Liquid's throat. Empire would take it 7-4 as Joystick slammed the door on the Brazilians in the final round.
They still need to deal with Shepard though in the bathroom, and they obviously need to deal with Joystick running around. Turn around onto Palu.
Down, he's in an off-meta position, prone inside of Jim. He might be able to find one more with Liquid quite low, but surely he gets traded. No, he doesn't. The player on the window doesn't find that pick. This could be Empire's opportunity. I think it will be.
Empire then set EU's darling BDS in their sights as they dragged the Frenchmen into a slugfest. Dominant performances from Shepard and Joystick saw the Russian machine tick down BDS 8-7. While Empire was fierce in Group A, there was one thorn in their side, NA's Dark Zero. DZ would go up 5-1 in the first half, only to have Empire run back 5 rounds of their own in the second half to head to overtime. Dark Zero would finish things quickly in overtime to hand Empire their only loss. DZ weren't the only ones to give the Empire a run for their money. Cyclops Athlete Gaming pushed the Russians to the brink, but fell short in a heart-breaking overtime loss. The Japanese team would start off strong against BDS in a must-win match, but fell short of the upset. To be fair, when Shaiko's hitting shots like this, good luck stopping him.
But a plant is going down. iGate has got to get aggressive here. They've got pings helping them out. He doesn't even know it's behind him. How did you miss that? That was the freest shot in the world, Suzu C. How on earth have you thrown that one up the wall?
He is going to see that in his nightmares tonight, Des. And what a response from Shikhar. Flips 180, hits him with the turn and burn and finds the kill.
Ultimately, a day 1 loss to C9 would come back to haunt CAG as they were narrowly eliminated from Group A. Meanwhile, FaZe Clan would sit on the outside of the top 4 until a dust-up with Team 1 gave them the boost that they needed. A lights-out performance from Cameraman helped propel them over their Brazilian rivals and straight into the upper bracket. As for Group B, we're sorry if your channel point balance is looking a little low these days. Let's start with an unlikely hero for North America. After opening with a speedrun loss to OXG, Parabellum went bananas. They toppled the SI 2020 runner-up NIP in a thriller match capped off by this amazing clutch from Spirits.
He goes for the plant covered by Spirits from Blue, sticks it in the long term and finds himself in a post plant, but Pipes is the point of pressure now. There's a body on site, Dirt no longer, but it's Main that becomes the big problem. Spirits, time it's just a few seconds, you gotta look down, you gotta drop the man, you can't quite get him, there it is, swings right Parabellum!
But that wasn't enough for the Canadian squad as they took down world champs SSG in their very next matchup. PB weren't the only unexpected underdogs as Italian team Makers made some waves early on. They'd upset TSM in a 7-4 win over the NA champs before taking down Space Station Gaming 7-3. Meanwhile, Giants fans were pleased as the Singaporean squad would pull off their first ever win in an overtime brawl with Makers. They quickly get their second ever win in a 7-5 upset over TSM, with Ysera pulling off this fantastic round along the way.
But like that, Bolo and Achieved come alive. Geo shut down by a nade. Does he need to be particularly effective right now? The Giants trail. Chala finds one. Almost a team ace. Nice shot from Ysera. He's going to have to clutch up. The diffuser is miles away. Bolo's been down, so it's him versus Chala in a 1v1. Does he have this intel? Tries to go around the corner, but Chala is there, so he'll continue to maneuver. This is a standoff. Firing left, firing right, but Chala gets felled. Ysera, a huge round.
Despite the 2 big upsets, TSM very quietly snuck to the top of Group B. Bolo and the gang would snag first overall in Group B by taking revenge on NIP for the lower bracket finals heartbreak at SI 2020. With all of the wild upsets in Group B, SSG and Giants fought for their lives in the final day of groups. But OXG's demolition of Giants would ultimately save Space Station from elimination and sent the Singaporeans to the airport. It's a whole lot to take in, and things are only going to get crazier once playoffs start. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and subscribe to the SiegeGG YouTube to keep track of the madness. And do not forget to check out the SiegeGG competition pages to see who's been putting the whole team on their back. We'll see you guys soon when playoffs kick off, but for now, bye Siege fans.